You know what? I want to jump to one other thing real quick. And I want to show you. Anybody here do highlights for kids? By the way, this is Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide. Like, subscribe, support, pass the show around. Let people know I'm here. For fuck's sake, I'm ice skating uphill against these giant channels, and nobody brings it like this. I love you guys, and I'm trying. I gotta say, crack. All right, here we go. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. How are you? Okay, so where was I? Let's go. Nope. I had to deal with the kidney. All right. So,
Yeah. No, she's crazy. She is totally nuts.
all right. I have a question and for the chat room, and I think it's important. And I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it, and it shouldn't take you very long at all. How many people here ever sat in a dentist's office and or a doctor's office, I suppose, as well, and found a highlights magazine sitting there and did some of the puzzles in it? Highlights for kids. Remember that? Remember highlights? And my mom's a nurse, so maybe it's a little more in the front of my memory than anybody else. But yeah, remember that stuff? Yeah, okay. One of these days, I'll let's see. It's a magazine basically like to give kids something to do. Before there were iPads and Nintendo Switches, there was highlights for kids. Yep. And it's still there, by the way. It still exists. But you'll recall they used to have these things in it that were, let me see if I can bring this up so you can see it. Yeah. Something like, get out of here. I'm gonna drag this out so you can. Here's that. Here, this is just you get a subscription to this, and it's the shiz nizzle. Hold on. There we go. There you go. This thing right here. This is a new edition, but it's for kids age 6 to 12. They sit it in the doctor's office, and it gives you something to do while you're, preparing to be, miseried. And one of the things they used to have in there that I really loved was and would confound me at times, was the comparing the two pictures. Because there was always one that I would get a scotoma and I just couldn't fucking see. Right? That one you're like, I got all of these, 8 of them. It says there's 9, but what the hell is it? And then it turns out to be like just a line that goes up instead of down, but isn't an actually different thing. It just looks like, and you're like, really? Really? And maybe that was the thing. You were so pissed off about being cheated by highlights that you didn't even notice. They were banging on my kneecap and giving me shots, and I was like, fucking, it was a line. Well, that's not the same thing. He's holding a pineapple in one picture and an apple in the other. That's the standard you set. God damn it. Right? And that is one of the like, I think it was almost its own anesthetic. Okay? Now, I like to show you 2 images. See if you have a similar reaction. This is one. And here's the other. You see it? I just switched. 1, 2. 1, 2. I'm literally clicking. Here, if you don't believe me, I'll slide this down. I'll break my own rule. Right here. See that? See these panels right here? This one and this one? That one? That one. I'm literally switching URLs. And can you spot the difference? It's very subtle. Very, very subtle. The reason is, and by the way, I wish I could show you, I guess, let me see if I could show it in here, because the play button, when you open it up, hides this. I'll show you. It's in the Discord. See his face right there? See, like, they took a picture of him doing his, like, side bite, god damn it, face. And then they just use it over and over and over again, no matter what the video was. So this is part of Agenda 47. This is rescuing America's auto industry from Joe Biden's disastrous job-killing policies. We have the lowest unemployment in 60 years, highest employment participation rate in 60 years. We are manufacturing in the United States is outpacing the rest of the world. We are reshoring and onshoring more factories than at any time since the Industrial Revolution. And this asshole, and quite frankly, Marianne Williamson, keep talking about doing an economic U-turn, an economic 180. We got to, you know how inflation's coming down, and you know how gas prices are coming down, and you know how wages are going up, and they actually they got genuine growth, and the pay gap between men and women has narrowed to the smallest it's ever been in fucking history. You know how that's actually happening right now? That's a real thing. Okay. These folks are saying we need a 180. We need to go back. Yeah. So back to less, and yeah, you want rip Portland, the whole country. Here we go. This is yeah, there's the picture though. This is him trying to look tough, but right now he's got that Mimi Rogers like side bite, like everything all day long is you motherfucker, like all day. Okay, here we go. Saving the auto industry. You don't want to make you don't want to make the electric and the
whenever
cars.
Whenever it is asserted by a member of the committee that the evidence or testimony at a hearing may tend to defame, degrade, or incriminate any person, or it is.
I already did this one. Back off. Back off, lady. Right. Got to take this off here, and then I'll close it because it'll pop back up again. All right, here we go. This one right here. Saving the auto industry. Here we go.
Joe Biden is waging war in the U.S. auto industry with a series of crippling mandates designed to force Americans into expensive electric cars. That's just what you want.
That's what you want. You want the electric cars. You want to do like you want these big computer dashboards and stuff. You know what I like? I like the big vroom vroom. I never got a license, but if I did, I'd only drive cars that make a lot of noise. So that, if you step on the gas, your passengers can't hear, nobody can hear them screaming.
Even as thousands of electric cars are piling up on car lots, all unsold. This ridiculous Green New Deal crusade is causing car prices to skyrocket.
I don't know. Skyrocket. There's the skyrocketing is what they're doing.
The numbers should skyrocket downward.
This is that hyper left-wing group oilprice.com. Used car prices on a steady decline as inflation cools. But that's a long time ago. That's from July 19th. Manheim used car price index owned by Cox Automotive has dropped 11% from July 2022 to 213.1, its lowest level since August of 2021. All major market segments have seen declines in the first half of July, with compact cars seeing the largest drop at 15%, indicating a return to normalcy in the used and new car markets. Joe Biden's trying to make you drive a go-kart. He wants you to drive a golf cart.
While setting the stage for the destruction of American auto production.
By making us make too many cars?
These extreme left-wing policies are...
These extreme left-wing capitalist policies about supply and demand finally getting closer to a balance
are a disaster for families and consumers.
And
are one of the main reasons the average cost of a new car is now over $50,000. Absolutely outrageous. Michigan gave us Motang.
The average used car. Wait. Say that again.
For families and consumers. and are one of the main reasons the average cost of a new car is now
the average cost of a new car.
Over $50,000.
Yes, the average cost of a new car is over $50,000. You know why? Because there are more $70,000 and $100,000 cars being sold than ever before. Okay, hold on. Average new car price actually drops, but it's still over $48,000. That's the average. What's this? An actual decline in the average new vehicle transaction price, ATP? Apparently, yes, said KBB, which reported that the ATP in March was down from the DOJ and the FTC from the month before. It's been almost 2 years since that happened. The decline was only 1.1%, meaning the average price is still high, just over $48,000. But it's for the first, and that's what he said, $50,000, because whatever, they just round up. That's Trump math. But it's the first sign that the relentless upward pricing pressure is starting to fade away. You can probably guess the reasons, which center on increased new vehicle supply compared to the last few years of the global pandemic. Once shoppers have options, dealers can't use as many price increasing tricks. Wait, dealers? Doesn't he mean Joe Biden? Isn't it Joe Biden? But I thought that Joe Biden was driving the prices up in an attempt to destroy the auto industry of the world and America. Dealers can't use as many price increasing tricks. Yes, it is. Here we go. It's been a while, 20 months to be exact, but the average price of a new car is once again below the official sticker price. For almost 2 years now, the average new car price has kept climbing, assisted by plenty of dealer markups that regularly reminded us that car shopping is a perfectly good way to get frustrated on a Saturday. But according to data from Kelley Blue Book, the average new car buyer paid less than the sticker price in March. As KBB's Twitter account said, phew. This, by the way, why is he not doing this behind the wheel of a car? Oh, right, because he can't drive.
Absolutely outrageous.
It's outrageous. Oh, there she is. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, if I can. That's where you go. All right, come on now. Wait, do we jump this? Come on now. Play it. Pop in there. Okay. Outrageous. Yeah, that's a sign that he's lying.
For families and consumers, and are one of the main reasons the average cost of a new car is now over $50,000. Absolutely outrageous, and there's never been such a price before. These exorbitant prices are, despite the fact that Biden is spending...
And there's never been these exorbitant prices before. Okay, first of all, it's been that way since the pandemic because there was a lack of cars. That's just it. Parts, all kinds of shit, supply chains, yada yada. This shit, what are you talking about? This is just dumb. I don't know why they drafted this up. I don't know who's buying this in particular. Yeah.
Billions and billions of taxpayer dollars subsidizing electric cars for rich people, while normal Americans can't afford to use one, nor do they even want to.
Yes, normal people don't want electric cars. Anybody who wants an electric car is abnormal. That's why Elon Musk is an anti-American stooge sent here to destroy us. Oh, wait.
Biden is killing American consumers, and
He is? Is he running over them with an electric car? Because that would be news.
He's also killing U.S. manufacturing.
Hold on. I'm going to go out on a limb and I think let's see. Well, this is one way. Foreign direct investors spent $5.3 billion on U.S. greenfield manufacturing projects last year. I don't know that that's what he's talking about. Let's see. Let's see. This is Axios. A manufacturing investment supercycle is starting. It's easy to get caught up in the month-to-month economic data. You miss the longer-term trend emerging before your eyes. Here's one. There's a massive new investment taking place in U.S. heavy industry that's set to shape the economic landscape for years to come. The 2010s were a period of chronic underinvestment. By contrast, now there are billions flooding into large, expensive mega projects to manufacture batteries, solar cells, semiconductors, and much more. It is fueled by hundreds of billions of dollars allocated by the Biden administration's signature legislation, the Inflation Reduction Act, bipartisan infrastructure law, and the CHIPS and Science Act, as well as pent-up demand. It implies, isn't that what drives prices up? Nah, it's a good fucking. Okay. It implies sustained upward pressure on demand for workers and raw materials for years to come. For years to come. And makes a recession less likely by creating a floor of activity under normally volatile industries. I'm starting to think, and this is a new thought for me, I'm starting to think that this guy doesn't know what the living shit he is talking about.
In an all-out attack on American-made pickup trucks, SUVs, and other automobiles, Biden doubled CAFE standards, a move that is projected to cost automakers $200 billion.
Boo fuckity who. And it's supposed to cost him that, and yet cars are going below sticker again?
By one estimate, Biden's electric vehicle mandate will slaughter.
There is no mandate.
117,000 U.S. auto manufacturing jobs.
What? Whose estimate is that? Exxon's?
With workers in Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio among the hardest hit.
All right. Well, we'll see, I guess. Let us know how that works out. Yeah. I know they're building a lot of factories there, but it probably won't last. I mean, I don't even know why you bother.
And I hope United Auto Workers is listening to this.
I hope they're listening. I hope they're not watching it, because I know if you look at my face, you know I'm talking out of my ass.
Because I think you better endorse Trump, because I'm going to grow your business.
I'm going to grow your business. You're going to what my business?
Ohio among the hardest hit. And I hope United Auto Workers is listening to this, because I think you better endorse Trump, because I'm going to grow your business, and they are destroying your business.
Are they? They're destroying your business, are they?
They are absolutely destroying your business.
Your business is going to get destroyed by all those extra sales. By the way, one of the reasons why there's a backup of electric cars, but for the record, is that they are massively overpriced for the average person, and that price is coming down. The F-150 just got 10 grand shaved off of its price. Teslas are going down in price, and because it's a transition from one type of vehicle to another. The same thing happened when we went from leaded to unleaded gas engines. Stupid.
People can vote for you just because it's an automatic Democrat vote. Look how they've decimated the car industry over the years.
Have they? The Obama administration saved it, you fuck. You were against it. He was against the auto bailout. There is no Tesla without the Obama auto bailout, because literally the Obama administration went, we're going to carve out some of the funding for startups that are doing electric cars. If they hadn't done that, we're not talking about Elon Musk, motherfucker, at all.
Mexico has 32% of the business that we used to have. It's ridiculous, but
it is. Did that happen in the last year? Or could you have done something about it? Apparently, you're just trying to stop people from coming in.
But they didn't do it while I was president. I can tell you that.
Well, they didn't come back. What do you mean? They didn't do it. We're not. Why did you bring any back? Isn't that I don't care what happened before you. Also, secondarily, there were a bunch that came back during the Obama administration because these factories were going to close, and then they didn't.
Biden's assault is not stopped. American auto production will be totally dead. That's why I'm going.
Will be totally dead.
To terminate these Green New Deal atrocities on day one. In my first term, I fought for auto workers like never before.
Like never before. Yes, we've never had a president who gave less of a shit, I suppose, since cars started being made. There's an argument to be made that early on, when vehicles were, you know, somebody ran against these monstrosities that can go 8 miles an hour.
Canceling TPP, which was a disaster.
TPP was against China's hegemony in the South China Seas.
Ending the NAFTA nightmare. The
NAFTA nightmare.
NAFTA trade deal was the worst deal ever negotiated on trade.
Yeah, but you didn't bring any auto plants back in because of the USMCA.
And renegotiating Obama's horrendous Korea trade deal made it a great deal from a horrible deal. I say.
Made it a great deal from a horrible deal. There's all these Hyundais running around.
The American auto industry once, and now I will save it again. Every voter in Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Georgia. Michigan gave us Motang. Gave us Motown, gave us the Mustang. Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina needs to know, if you want to have an auto industry, you need to defeat Joe Biden. He's a corrupt president, and re-elect President Donald Trump. Thank you very much. We will take care of you.
We're going to get that all straightened out. That, you know, that problem that isn't actually happening, that I'm telling you is going to happen what the shit? I know it's evergreen. This could fit in anytime. Oh God.